I think it's a requirement to somehow, to really understand what it is that I want to create and invest my energy into. Continue to check in with myself and why am I doing this? Why is this important to me? Is this inspiring me? And how is it making me feel about myself and my life? Sometimes when I feel tired or burnt out or exhaustion, it's often when I disconnect from checking in with myself, the importance of checking in with my body and how much the wisdom of the body has to communicate with me and where I'm at, and helps me kind of guide my energetic space better.
The resilience, adaptability, and ease necessary to move beyond simply surviving today's challenges into thriving. I'm Michael Hunter with Uncommon Teams, and today we'll uncover fresh insights into what it means to lead today. Joining me is Natasha Sell. Natasha is the co-founder of Sutra.co, a social learning platform that has supported over 65,000 people participating in group learning experiences online. Sutra has supported programs at the Harvard Program in Refugee Trauma, the United Nations, the Presencing Institute, the World Health Organization, as well as many other organizations and individuals. That's a lot of big names, Natasha. I'm impressed. Natasha comes from 3 generations of educators and began her education career as a high school learning specialist in New York. She has led global education projects at Harvard and the Asia Society. Since 2009, she's been deeply engaged in connecting online communities through learning. She received her master's degree from the Harvard Graduate School of Education, focusing on leadership and development. And as if that isn't enough, she's also a certified yoga teacher and a trained facilitator, and today lives in Berlin, Germany. Welcome, Natasha.
Thank you, Michael. Yes, thank you for having me.
And I was really surprised by, from the very first email I received from you all, you were very much heart, body, mind, spirit integration focused on all of the messaging, on everything that you talked about in Sutra.
Mm.
And so I'm super, super curious on, when did you first recognize that integrating your whole self, bringing that into Sutra and everything else you do, might be a valuable approach?
Mm. Yeah, thank you for that question. I think it can both go deep and also kind of reveal a lot about a person. Um, I think for me, I wasn't like a career entrepreneur. I really just became an entrepreneur um, 11, 12 years ago when I joined my now partner and husband in this venture to create Sutra. And so previously, I, the organizations that I worked for, I was fulfilling a role, but I think becoming an entrepreneur and really leading my own company, or co-leading, co-creating something that's meaningful for me, I think it's a requirement to somehow, to really understand what it is that I want to create and invest my energy into, and give my life to create in a way. So for me, it's been this journey of, first of all, a process of personal growth, of continuous personal growth, because it's not like I'm there. I'm continuing to evolve and grow and expand my own self-awareness, um, and also the importance of bringing that into not only my work but with my team. So it's like this a personal, um, yeah, it's like a multi-layered approach, because it's me bringing my whole self for myself so that I continue to check in with myself on why am I doing this? Why is this important to me? Is this inspiring me? And how is it making me feel about myself and my life? And but then also with my team, the importance of bringing my whole self, to be working with a small team in um, modeling, the importance of bringing our whole selves and allowing that in our team culture, so that everybody feels like we really try to create a family, a Sutra family here, with everyone who works with Sutra. And then um, beyond that, also bringing my whole self to work with our clients, because as you know, and as you've discovered us, we lead a lot of online workshops, and I facilitate a lot of online workshops, to share more with our clients about how to create transformational experiences online. How do we use online tools to really design for more heart-centered approaches and kind of creating those kind of spaces online. So all of that, I think, especially when working with our clients who are just coming into our space new without knowing who we are and what we stand for, it's a way of modeling with my energy of the kind of company and the kind of values that we are, creating and sharing with others. So I think all of those pieces are kind of in combination, supporting, um, bringing my whole self into my work. I don't know if there was like this one moment when I realized it, but certainly being an entrepreneur, I'm constantly kind of reminded to um, check in with myself. And I will say that like sometimes when I feel um, tired or burnt out or this kind of exhaustion, it's often when I disconnect from checking in with myself and seeing, kind of reconnecting to what is it that I'm inspired to do here, and which parts, you know, which parts of myself am I ignoring or like not so aware of in certain projects. And yeah, so it's interesting to kind of observe my whole system, my whole body, especially the embodied part. I've learned to bring more of that in the last 5 years, I would say, just the importance of checking in with my body and how much the wisdom of the body has to communicate with me, and where I'm at, and helps me kind of guide my energetic space better. Yeah, so maybe I'll pause there and see.
What helps you, Natasha, remember to check in with your body, to and helps you notice those other signals that
Mm.
you're drifting away from bringing your whole integrated self to what you're doing?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a few practices that I have on a daily basis that allow me to, at least for that moment in time, to check in with myself. So I have a morning practice of um, I do some exercise and kind of get my body moving, but then I really take 30 minutes to just um, meditate or sit still, just in stillness. And after that, I do some journaling for myself. But that stillness really allows me to feel my body and check in with my body, and um, yeah, just to kind of take almost like a body scan for the day, and kind of, yeah, tune into my inner self a little bit more. And the journaling really helps me. Um, I just kind of I have this journaling practice where it doesn't. I'm not thinking about anything. I just really allow my hand to guide whatever is trying to communicate. And sometimes it's something that's coming through the body for me, something in the mental space or emotional space. So that's always really interesting. So that's in the morning, but then throughout the day, and especially as I, have different work projects or facilitate different experiences. Also, I don't know if you've been a part of some of our Zoom sessions that we lead online. We always take a moment to just arrive in the space wherever we're coming from. So again, taking a moment of stillness to just take a few deep breaths, and just even just 3 deep breaths allows me to like land and arrive and just kind of, feel into my body, and check in with myself. And if I'm tired, just allow that to be. Or if I feel energized, be present to that. So this constant practice, it's a practice of constantly um, bringing that awareness into, my day to day kind of experience.